Hi, this is Jay Andrews, and I'm about to compare the Galaxy S7 Edge against the Galaxy S6. Hi, this is Jay Andrews from Reviews Across the Board, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at the Galaxy S7 Edge, but as compared to my former phone, the Galaxy S6. Now, when comparing two phones, or when considering buying a new phone, the most important thing to consider is how much better is the new phone than my old phone, right? You may come from an iPhone, you may be coming from a Nexus. I'm coming from the Galaxy S6, as I suspect many of you might be coming from one of the other Samsung family phones, maybe the Note, maybe the 5, the Galaxy 5. So really, what separates these two phones? Is it worth your money to upgrade? How much better is it? So today we're going to just take a look at some of the highlights of the phone, some of the usability, because that's what's really important when looking at a new phone. Specs are important, yes, but how do those things match up in the real world? How does it work for you? What are the features that are important to you? So I thought today we would do a comparison review, or review/comparison. Something I like to call a COMPAREVIEW. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing on the list is going to be form factor. Okay, so let's have a look at these two phones just in terms of the physical dimensions of the two phones, okay? So with the S7 Edge, we have a phone that's 5.94 inches tall versus 2.86 inches wide and 0.3 inches thick, okay? What we're dealing with the S6 is 5.65 tall, 2.7 inches wide, and 0.27 thick, okay? As far as the weight goes, the Galaxy S7 Edge is 5.54 ounces, while the S6 is 4.87 ounces, okay? So what does this mean? What does this mean to us? First and foremost, you can see that this phone is heavier. The newer phone is heavier, and in terms of thickness, the phone is slightly thicker. I mean, not too long ago, we were witnessing every company involved in the Slim Wars. Well, it looks like the Slim Wars are over, okay? Because now this phone is thicker, all right? In terms of just dealing with the phone, as far as the ability to manipulate it with one hand, I would have to say that in terms of the Galaxy S6, I'm more able to reach more of the phone easier. Okay, with the S7 Edge, it is more difficult to reach all parts of the phone. I oftentimes find myself needing to reach up and down to get to different parts of the phone, okay? Or using both hands. Okay, so in terms of feel, I would have to give the advantage to the Galaxy S6, okay? I don't know why the phone feels more secure in my hand. In my last unboxing video, I did mention that the Galaxy S6 did feel like a more premium phone in my hand, and I still believe that to be true. I still feel that. However, the phone is very slippery, okay? And the way that it's shaped, it's sometimes a bit difficult to hold while making phone calls, holding it up to your ear, while the Galaxy S6 has a bit more of a secure feel in my hand. Finally, with form factor, we've got to look at what I like to call pocket fittings, okay? So the way that the Galaxy S6 fits into my pocket, it's a much smaller phone, as you can see. It's shorter, thinner, and not as wide as the S7, which allows it to fit in my pocket better, okay? There are some pockets that load from the front. There are some pockets that load from the side, okay? I don't wear my pants too tight. I don't wear my pants too loose, but I can tell you that there are significant differences in the way this phone feels in my pocket, okay? I know it's there. You can definitely feel it. You can definitely see it. And quite honestly, I have enough bulge in my pants. I don't need any more, okay? In terms of screen size, I can tell you that the Galaxy S7 Edge has a 5.5 inch screen versus a 5.1 inch screen here. Okay, so if you're a person that loves movies, games, TV shows, you definitely want to go with the newer phone, with the Galaxy S7 Edge. I mean, just in terms of watching video, you have so much more real estate, so much more space. It is really a pleasure to watch this type of viewing. It doesn't mean that the Galaxy S6 is horrible. It's still a very good phone to watch movies and shows. In terms of resolution, both phones have a 1440 by 2560 display, okay? But the one difference is with the Galaxy S6, you're going to see a pixel density of only 517 as compared to a pixel density in the S6 of 577 pixels per inch, PPI, okay? What does that mean to you? Honestly, I can tell you, I mean, you guys can see the phone here. There really isn't much of a difference when looking at the phone, looking at pictures and looking at video, okay? What some other key features that I think are important to note is that the maximum brightness, in terms of how bright these phones can get, the Galaxy S7 Edge is 24% brighter at its highest setting than the Galaxy S6. So the 7 Edge is a lot brighter. If that's something that's important to you, if you're having trouble seeing your phone outdoors and you need a phone that's a lot brighter, this is the one to go with, okay? There's also a new feature called personalized auto brightness control. So if you guys know this feature right here where you kind of click auto here, and it allows the phone to kind of gauge the light in the room. Nobody ever uses it because it does a really poor job. But on the Galaxy S7 Edge, it does an absolutely amazing job of allowing you to program it or to teach it, to allow it to learn how much light is in the room and what your preference is in brightness for that room, okay? So it'll allow you to avoid situations at night where you might wake up next to your partner and turn on the phone, or if you're in the movies in a really dark environment and you don't want your phone to be bright, without having to adjust the settings, this automatic control or personalized automatic brightness control really allows the phone to learn your preferences in different environments. Another feature that's related to resolution is this always on display. I'll show you what that is right here. Okay, so the always on display allows the phone to be off, but you can still access some very basic information, a lot of the information that people seek on a daily basis without having to turn on your phone. So I've set my always on display to show me a digital clock and a basic calendar. Okay, you can do different kinds of clocks, analog or other kinds of digital clocks. You can do a calendar only. You can do combinations of both. You can display a picture. So there are a variety of different things. Samsung says that the phone is, that this feature is not going to take up too much battery, perhaps 1% of your daily battery, okay? So while speaking about battery, let's get into some battery differences in terms of how long this thing can last you in the course of a day, okay? So with the Galaxy S7, we're dealing with a 3600 milliamp battery, okay? That's a lot of power as compared to the Galaxy S6, which is a 2550 milliamp battery. That's a difference of 34%, okay? That's a major difference. I can tell you the first week that I had this phone, I would unplug my phone at 5 in the morning, and when I would shut it down go get ready for bed at 11 o'clock, I was still at 5%. Okay, so we're talking 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. And still having 5% remaining. And if you're wondering what kind of user I am, I'm a major user, a data hog, if you will. I average about 10 to 12 gigs per month. Okay, so that's a lot of streaming music, a lot of streaming videos on YouTube, a lot of pictures being taken, and just a lot of things, a lot of text messages, not too much calling, but this phone will really last you. So if you're the kind of person that is going to be outdoors and not really around an outlet, and you don't feel like carrying a power brick and you need to kind of have a minimalist thing going, this is definitely the phone for you. I mean, it is going to last you all day and then some, okay? Another big feature with Samsung, of course, is the camera, okay? So let's launch the camera app on these two phones, okay? And I want to just show you, okay, that if you're coming from the Galaxy S6, there are a few new camera modes, okay? So we have food, which allows you to take some photographs of, I guess, it shoots food in a much better way. Hyperlapse, which is something that previously did not exist. Okay, some of the other preset modes are here, such as panorama, selective focus, live broadcast is new, although I guess with the update to the S6 that was added. But one cool feature that these guys do have. Oh, let me launch this up again. One new feature that the Galaxy S7 Edge has is the video collage feature, okay? So that really allows you to take 4 different scenes and kind of put it into one collage, which I think is amazing. I think it's outstanding.
What? I can download an app for that.
Okay, so if you're interested in gaming, let's get this out of here. If you're interested in gaming, the Galaxy S6 now has something called Game Launcher, okay? So the Game Launcher allows you to kind of put all your games in one folder and allows you to play all the different games all within one kind of operation. There are some features here, as you can see, that allow you to not have any alerts, to record your gameplay, which is an amazing feature, to lock recent and back keys, so the touch capacitive keys here that sometimes you touch when operating the game, you can disengage them. So playing game, if you are a gamer, you will definitely want to upgrade to this phone, as the ability to record your gameplay. You can even record your commentary and have the phone record your face while you're playing the game to get your reaction, to get your commentary, record your gameplay, have no disturbances. It's really amazing, okay? One of the big rumors with the Galaxy S7 Edge and the S7 was the connection type, the power type, right? So there was a lot of rumors that we were going to move to C, that's the type C instead of USB. And so I can tell you that we're still using the USB system, and I'm pretty happy about it. I know, some people may not be happy about it. When Apple made their switch, from the connector with 16 pins or 32 pins. I'm not an Apple guy. I don't know how many. But when they went to the Fire connector, it was a major problem. It was a major problem because their universe, their Appleverse, their Macverse was based on that connector, and then everyone had to adjust. All the docks, all the alarm clocks, everything changed. And eventually Samsung may move to a different type of connection, a different type of power source. But for now, they're using USB. I am a big fan of USB, particularly because I have the goggles, the VR headset from Samsung, which connects with USB. Anyway, so I would be someone who is looking for that type of connection. Perhaps if they go to the Type C plug, they might need to use an adapter, but that's not the case right now, so at least for another year, we're good. And finally, there's the big issue of the waterproof. Okay, so with the S5, we saw some waterproofing, and with the S6, of course, they took it away. No waterproofing here. It's a major deal. If you live around water or interact around water, which most people do, even in the summertime for the beach or for the pool, this phone can function underwater. Check out this clip here. Okay, so in sum, is the Galaxy S7 Edge better than the previous phone, the Galaxy S6? I would say yes. I would say in terms of battery life, absolutely 100 times or 34% better, which to me is 100 times better, okay, to not have to charge your phone. In terms of screen real estate, if you're coming from a 6 or a smaller phone, a 5.1 inch, moving up to the 5.5 inch, while it's difficult in the pocket, absolutely, it's so much more enjoyable watching it on a bigger screen. In terms of the camera, I would say that this slightly outperforms the Galaxy S6. Are you going to miss any shots? I don't think so with this phone, but this has a lot of cool new features with slightly upgraded technical specs that give it the slight edge over this phone. So if you're a shutterbug with your cell phone, you may want to move to here. It also shoots in 4K, which is absolutely stunning if you're someone that likes to make videos. And finally, in terms of the waterproofing, there's no way that the Galaxy S6 is going to win this battle. In terms of enjoying your phone in aquatic environments, enjoying your phone or being able to use your phone in emergencies, out in the rain or out in nature, you're going to be a lot safer with this phone. So what differences have you found with the new Galaxy S7 Edge and your previous phone? I'd like to know. Put the comments in the section down below. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. So until the next video, this is Jay Andrews with reviews across the board, reminding you to stay calm and always question.